Hi, my name is Kath Luty from the WebGirlsGuide.com. Our mission at the Web Girls Guide is to bring women around the globe high quality information about subjects that they're interested in. And I think today we're really hitting the mark because I'm here with no one less than Dale Beaumont of Secrets Exposed fame. So welcome, Dale.
Thank you, Catherine.
I'm so happy to have you.
Pleasure to chat.
I probably won't need much in the way of introducing Dale. Dale has had 15 bestsellers in the space of 22 months, which on its own is pretty record-breaking and amazing stuff. But not only that, he started a company called Tomorrow's Youth International, and through that company he has transformed the lives of 22,500 teenagers worldwide. And that really just blows my mind down because I think we're all into contribution here, and that is awesome. Finally, I gotta say, it was such a pleasure just to have you around for the last couple of days, because Dale is a celebrity, but you wouldn't know because he's also one of the most beautiful, gracious and modest people that I've ever come across. So thanks, Dale. My first question to you today would be, how did it start? The media and people often think that success is something that just falls in your lap overnight, especially when you hear that you've published 15 bestsellers in 22 months. But that's not quite what it's really like, is it?
No. I'd love to say that it just all, fell into my lap, but it didn't. Like anything worthwhile in life, there's a process in order to achieve your goals. The first thing is ultimately deciding what you want in your life. Once you've made that decision, it's really important that you write it down, that you actually put pen to paper and make an actual commitment to yourself, because a lot of us have thoughts floating around inside our head about what we want to do in our life, where we want to go, who we want to be as people. But oftentimes, life gets in the way, things get on top of us, we get overwhelmed, we get stressed. But if we've got it on paper, then we can actually remind ourselves of those commitments that we've made to ourselves, some time ago. So once you've written it down, then it's important to start to develop a bit of a plan about how you're going to achieve it. A lot of people really marvel now how I published 15 books, but it just started with a plan on a few pieces of paper, and then it started to grow from there. Because how do you achieve a really big goal? It's just by achieving a whole lot of smaller goals added up together. So then once you got to really get into action. You've got to get out there and start making it happen. They say that there's three types of people in this world. There's the people that watch things happen. There's the people that make things happen. There's the people that say what happened, right? So you don't want to be someone that says what happened. You don't even want to watch other people make it happen. You've got to make it happen. So and what's really great is that once you start this whole process as well, you may not know how it's all going to come together, but if you keep going and you keep moving, you'll start to attract into your life the people, the resources, the books, the inspiration that you need to complete that goal and to get the results. So it's a lot of fun, and hopefully there's a few things that I've just said that will help some people that are watching.
And you started particularly early, didn't you?
I did.
You started working on your personal success when you were 9 years old, is that right?
Well, I actually started as a gymnast, that's right, at the age of 9. And I was in competitive sports for many years, and then when I finished my sporting career, I then started learning in the area of personal development and wealth creation and self-help. So I'd really say to people, as kind of an important message, is that your degree of success in life financially is normally in direct proportion to your level of personal development. And the more that you grow then the more that you grow your bank account, and the better opportunities that will come into your life. So you've really always got to be growing. There's a saying, and that is that you're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotting. Because if you're actually stay still, then because the whole universe, because everybody else is evolving and growing, you're actually not going, you're not even staying still, you're actually going backwards. So you have to keep growing in order to stay ahead of the trends, and in order to overcome a lot of that negative environment that's kind of out there with the media, with other people as well. So very, very important to make sure that you continue to work on yourself, either through books or through CDs or seminars or listening to interviews like this. Keep growing is really important.
Awesome. Dale, why books? What's so special about being a great author?
Well, the thing that I love about books is that it's a one-to-many concept, because if we're sitting down having a chat right now, we're just connecting with two people. But what's great about a book or a video like this is that once you get to capture that information, then you can expand out to literally hundreds of thousands of people for that same amount of effort. So that's one reason why I really love books.
Yeah. And books have so much power because they give you...
That's right. They give you as the author a lot of credibility, and they give you a lot of profile in the marketplace that can help you to become better at your job if you're an employee, or if you're in a business, they can also add a lot of additional revenue and credibility to your business as well. So I'm a really big fan of books, and want to encourage people out there that maybe have an idea or they have a message or a story that they want to share. Really think about putting it into a book, because it's a really great way to take your ideas out of your head, put them into something that can benefit the lives of lots of people, and you can get a great financial return because of it.
Yeah. And what would you say to women out there who start to fall in love with the idea that a book could really help them move forward? What would be the first step?
Well, the first step is to, I suppose, get educated, start learning about this subject, and then you got to just get started, because one of my friends who's very successful today, a multi-millionaire, he says the starting is what stops most people. So they don't take that first step. So you got to take that first step by just starting to get your ideas out there, because like anything in life, that first couple of days or maybe a couple of weeks, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be difficult. But then once you get into the groove, once you start to get momentum behind you, it just becomes so much easier. So the main thing is to start, and then don't stop. Keep going, and you'll eventually get there.
Yeah, and I've actually had the pleasure and the privilege of having a bit more time with Dale over a couple of days. And what I really loved about our conversation yesterday was, if you get stuck, you ask, and like LMP says, questions are the answer. And that's really one of the messages that I really got out of yesterday. There is no excuse to be stuck in one place and not move forward, because there's always someone you can ask. And if the first answer you get is not the one that you were looking for, ask somebody else. So that was a great message from yesterday. Great. So, what's the message, the one message, that you would like people to get about books and being an author, and maybe even life in general? What's the one message that you want to portray to the world?
Well, I think it's so important just to take action. That's a good way to sort of finish off this little interview together, because a lot of people, they hear great ideas, but very few people actually act on those ideas and put them into action. So you really need to, whatever goal or dream is inside your heart, make sure that you, don't go to the grave with the music still inside. Make sure that you get those ideas out and do something with them. Okay, and also just keep learning. So it's great that you've put in together great interviews like this, and I know that you've done lots of others as well. So keep learning as much as you can, and make sure that you stay. Or if you haven't already, go to Catherine's website and check it out, because I know there's lots of great resources there. So it's a really great place to start.
Thank you. But not only that, I know that you are running a phenomenal program on everything to do with authoring and publishing, for an extremely good price as well, if I may say so. And the value that you will get in that program is just amazing. But if you just want to go and check out Dale Beaumont for free to start with, Dale has plenty of free resources on his website, and that's at? Yeah,
there's dalebeaumont.com, so my name, DALEBEAUMONT. Another website which is called getpublishedsecrets.com is another one of my sites. So you can check those out. There's some free stuff there, and look forward to hopefully meeting people again sometime soon.
Yeah, and if you've enjoyed meeting Dale and me today, please do yourself a favor, check it out at dalebeaumont.com or at WebGirlsGuide.com. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.